Yes, well. Welcome back again to our history class. This is Teacher Rajab, your favorite history teacher. We are on the topic development of industry, and also today we get to look at the uses of various sources of energy. As always, this is Elimu TV, your favorite station where you get to watch and learn. Class, by the end of the lesson, what do we expect? So we'll get to identify some of the early sources of energy, or rather the sources of energy, and also get to state the uses of we get to state the uses of various sources of energy. So we get to identify those sources and also get to identify the uses of those sources. Now, class, let us get to look at what are some of these uses of various sources of energy. So in today's class, we get to state the energy source and also we get to state some of the uses. One, we have coal, right? Now, what is this coal? So coal is a black particle, right? Those were black particles found beneath the ground, right? Beneath the earth, right? And these are substance that was used to produce energy, right? So, or rather it was used to produce heat in that case. Now, as you can see, the black substance I've told you that is found beneath is what we call coal. And coal was mostly mined in Germany. And recently, Kenya, we discovered that there is coal in Lamu. However, there is a controversy on that. We have got legal battles on that. Still, we haven't exploited that. But we have also coal in Lamu County. But coal can be dated back to Germany, where we had coal mines. That is where we had coal. And as we said earlier in transport, that coal was used to produce energy to move those steam engines, right? Now today, we have now seen what coal is. And in our second image, you can see it has produced fire. So in other terms, we can relate coal to charcoal, right? In the layman's language, right? Remember charcoal produces heat, right? The same to coal, it could be heated to produce heat. Now, can you get to look at the uses of coal as a source of energy? Now, coal was used to heat water to produce to providence steam, which was later converted to fuel for driving locomotives. And I said this coal was heated, right? It was used to heat water, and the water that was heated by the aid of coal, since now coal produces heat, the heat could heat water, and the steam produced from water was used to drive the steam engines. Remember the image I showed you on the steam driven engines? That was the work of coal. Coal could heat water, and from water we will get steam. Now this is the steam that could drive the locomotives, the steam driven engines. Let us get to look at another use of another source of energy. We have got oil. And oil in this case here, let us understand it from the perspective of petroleum, right? However, petroleum is another example of oil. So we have got various types of oil, and I've given you an example of a petroleum, right? The one we use in our petroleum engines. We also have got diesel, right? We also have got tar, right? We also have got the lubricants, that is oil, right? So it is found in a fake aqueous natural formation, and I've given you an example of diesel, of tar, of petrol, right? That is an example of oil. But again, let us get to look at the uses of oil. How can we use this oil? So greasing of moving parts of machines, right? We are always advised, wherever we have got a moving machine, can you apply oil, right? To reduce friction. That is one use of oil. So we get to grease the moving parts. For example, the bearings, the moving parts, bearings in machines. And this was mostly used in industries. Another use of oil is that to power vehicles. I've given you an example of petrol. Remember, if you have got a vehicle, for you to power the vehicle, you must have petrol. So it is used to power vehicles, aeroplanes, and other machinery. Then also we have got tar. Tar is used to tarmac roads. I take you back to the modern roads, right? The tarmac roads. They use tar to make sure that they have tarmacked that road, so it could hold the loose chippings, right? In the tarmac roads, it could hold the loose chippings in tarmac roads. Now tar is used in tarmacking roads. Can we get to look at another source of energy? We have got electricity. That is very common, right? We cannot understand electricity if you don't know about electric cables, right? That is why I've given you an image of electric cables. Electric cables transmit electricity, right? And as you know, electricity is everything, right? Electricity is everything, from lighting to heating to cooking to running electric trains. Oh, I've just even given you the uses of electricity. Now we have said they're used in lighting. Talk of heating, right? When you feel cold, turn on your lights and there'll be warmth everywhere. Talk of cooking, right? You've got the electric cookers. Talk of running electric trains. In transport and communication, we looked at electric trains. That is made possible by the aid of electricity. And as I've said, you cannot understand electricity without getting to understand electric cables. That is an image of electric cables. For our assignment, can we get to state 3 advantages of electricity? We have just stated a few. For example, from heating, cooking, electric trains, and we have got very many uses of electricity. Can we get to state some of those uses? Final, in our assignment, can we get to state 2 uses of steam? One use of steam, we said it was to run the steam engines. Can you now get to state 2 other uses? Get to use our reference material, our reference book, our favorite, Evolving World History, Form 2. And this has been your favorite history teacher, Rajab Michira. And this has been your favorite learning station, whereby you watch and learn. Keep watching, keep streaming live our lessons. You get them via Facebook, right? You can also follow us on Twitter at elimu_Kenya. Also, you can get to send your feedback via SMS line. That's 22518.